Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Darrell FreeTalks, and for today's video, let us talk about initial interview tips for Cyberbacker. I already made tons of video regarding Cyberbacker, specifically initial interview tips, CBPA, and final interview. But some people, actually majority of the people who are messaging me are asking specifically for initial interview. So I think that it's best for me to make a video so that I won't repeat myself again and again, and also to help you guys. And if you are new to this channel, I hope that you're gonna learn something, and don't forget to click the like button, tap the notification bell, and of course, subscribe to my channel. That would be a great help for me. And I am really hoping that you're gonna be happy for this presentation as well. And after these initial interview tips, I'm gonna answer some frequently asked questions so you don't need to chat me anymore regarding that matter. But anyway, if you do have some questions or clarifications, you can still message me on Facebook, but not during my shift, okay? Yeah. So I'm just gonna give you a story about it later. But before we formally start, this is just a simple request. Guys, I really want to cater all of you. I really want to give you the best, service that I could give as your YouTube influencer and your helper and a referrer as well. But please don't message me on my Facebook personal Facebook account. Use this page, Darrell Free Talks, okay? So I just want to keep my personal life separated from my YouTuber life and my working life. So please, guys, if you're going to message me, refer to this Facebook page, and I'll be more than happy to assist you if you're going to use this as our mode of communication. But anyway, aside from that, I don't have any more problems. So let's go to the initial interview tips. So what are the things that you need to prepare before clicking that Zoom link and enter the initial interview for Cyberbacker? So the first thing is, guys, please remember to have a confidence in you. You have to believe in yourself because for every initial interview, you really need to sell yourself. If you don't have any confidence, like you're gonna say to yourself, ako lang to, hindi ko to kaya, I don't have any working experience, it's not gonna work, guys. You really need to have confidence because here in Cyberbacker, if you don't have any confidence, your journey might come to an end like in an instant. You really have to be confident. You have to boost it and just believe in yourself because you can do it. On the time that you are interested to be part of Cyberbacker, that's already a confidence in you. Eh? And don't worry, even though you don't have any working experience, Cyberbacker um won't bother because we do have trainings here, and you just need to study hard to be able to acquire all these skills. Because even I don't have any background regarding what we're doing now, but I am very happy with the work I'm doing with my client. So you just need to have confidence, and also, of course, if you have confidence, uh you can express yourself more. So I think I made my point there. So guys, have confidence. You can do that. The next part is patience. So due to the large volume of applicants now applying and interested becoming a cyberbacker, there are many people who are applying. So you really need to have patience because I think before you can get interviewed, you need to wait at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. But I'm not really sure because during my time, I waited for about 37 minutes before I was interviewed by the interviewer or the career. So you really need to have patience. And this is just my tip for you guys. If you are waiting, you are patiently waiting, just practice the things that you need to say. Like say, for example, prepare yourself for the questions and make sure that everything is working fine. You have your headphones on and you have a great internet connection, and make sure that your lighting is well ventilated. So those are the things that you need to consider. And of course, patience is the key, because if you don't have any patience, I am telling you that that might haunt you here. Because yeah, we really need patience, and you will know why. During the application process, you really need to wait. For you to get paired with a client, you also need to wait. And of course, to get a response from your client, once you have your client, you also need to have patience. And I think you should believe that patience is a virtue kasi. So that's why. Next one is preparedness. So ready yourself from different series of questions. Like, of course, this is an initial interview. What do you expect? Of course, the career will ask you set of questions, and it might be different from one to another. That's why I'm not giving the exact initial interview because it varies from one person to another. Some people, some careers might ask you um, regarding yourself, but others might even skip that because they already read your resume or something like that. So you really need to be prepared. So what you can do is you can just Google out common job interview questions, and that's it. And practice yourself answering those questions. But hey, anyway, there are some possible questions there. So these are something that you might encounter. I cannot give you the exact question that they are asking, but since these are common or general questions, and most of the time they will really ask you this. So answer the following. So the first one is tell me something about yourself. So how do we answer this one? Let's try to do the pause method. So the pause method is PAWS. P stands for personal. It means personal things about you. Let's say, for example, who are you? How old are you? Where do you live? Or something like that. Then the next one is the academic background. Academic, like if you are a high school graduate or you're a college graduate, you don't need to state the school that you're where you are studying because they don't know that. Foreigners might not know. They just care about what major are you taking. So that's it. And then W stands for working experience. Working experience. So if you do have let's say for example you're applying for ISA position, then you might say that you are a BPO. You're part of BPO before, you have a BPO experience, or you are applying for a voice position as a cyberbacker, then having the BPO experience is a plus. But if you don't have any, that's fine because here in cyberbacker we value character more than working experience. So that's fine. And the last one is S. S stands for skills. So guys, if say for example you're applying as a social media manager, if you know how to use or handle Facebook pages, you know how to do scheduled posting, you know how to send emails, and if you know how to use Canva, just like what I did here, you can say that. Because as a social media manager, that's a plus that you know how to handle Facebook Meta Business, Canva, because that's basically what you're going to do as a social media manager. And also, of course, um, if you are looking for a non-voice position, you can say those skills. And if you don't know how to use it, don't worry because Cyberbacker will provide you trainings for that. But if you would like just to have a heads up on how does it work, you can search on YouTube how to use Facebook Meta Business, how to run Facebook ads, and the other one is how to use Canva. But it's very basic. If you have your resources with you, you can make your own page and try to practice how to use it. And also for Canva, it is free and you can use it as well. Next one, what makes you qualified for the position? For this one, if you don't have any working experience, you can say that you are a passionate person, you are very responsible, you are keen into details. Those are some of the common answers that you could say. And lastly is the question, who refers you? So guys, who refers you? It's gonna be Darrell Dela Cruz. So you can tell them directly, it's Darrell Dela Cruz. So Tagalogin ko, sinong nag-refer sa'yo? Si Darrell Dela Cruz po. Oh, di ba? So that's basically it. And also, if you're going to make me as your referral, that's gonna be a great help for me, and you know, and an advantage to you as well because I will give you some tips and help you throughout the process. But ayun, if I am not your referrer naman, I will still help you din naman. But I would recommend that you ask the person who referred you to assist you throughout the application process because he or she might be the best person that you can reach out. Because of course, if I'm not your referrer, how can I help you extensively, 'di ba? So, um ayun, if you would like to be part of my referral, and then go, say Darrell Dela Cruz. Thank you po. Next one is check your equipment. We don't like any technical issues during the interview, right? So please have a speed test, like check your internet connection. The next one is check if your PCs are working, and of course if your headphones are working as well. But during the initial interview, you can use your headset pa naman. But during final interview, it's a big no-no. So have that prepared as well. So yeah, those are the things that you need to consider for the equipment, and check the lighting if it's lighting if it's, you have a good lighting as well. And of course, for you not to get nervous, make sure that your room is well ventilated then, kasi of course if you're not in the right mood, or your body's in not in the right temperature, it might affect your interview as well, kasi baka kabahan ka. And lastly, this is the most important thing, guys. Remember to smile. Mm-mm. Because of course, if you're smiling, it would give the interviewer an impression that you are happy with what you do, and it would ease your, nervousness if you smile. It's really important to smile, so just smile, guys. All right. So anyway, that's all for the tips that I'm gonna give you today. Just remember, if you're going to ask me, how can you answer? Introduce yourself. So pause method tayo. It's your personal personal information. Letter A, academic background. W, working experience. And letter S, skills. So that's it for that. And if you would like to continue the video, so this is the frequently asked question. So most of the time, I really notice that many people are asking me this. So that's why it's part of the frequently asked question. So the first question that I'm gonna ask before I put the next slide, many people are asking me, pwede po magtanong? Siyempre pwede kasi nagtanong ka na nga eh. So just remember, if you're going to message me on my Facebook page or Instagram or something like that, don't ask me pwede magtanong. Ask your question directly na, because I am very happy to answer naman all your questions. Because if you're going to ask me pa, pwede pong magtanong, and then I didn't reply. Let's say I replied for after 4 hours pa when you message me. Then you're gonna wait for a long time pa. So ask your question directly na. And if you have a lot of questions, list it down. And I'm gonna try my best to answer all your question as soon as possible. So please do that. I hope I didn't sound rude when I said that, but it's just a common questions I was asked. Pwede po magtanong. Of course, you can. Now, so these are some of the questions I have. The first one is working experience required. So no, BPO experience is a plus for the ISA or the inbound sales agent position. So of course, just like what I've said here at Cyberbacker, we don't give so much importance for the working experience, because we do have trainings provided here, and character is most important than the working experience. Next, is training provided? Yes, provided on training. And is it paid? Yes, training is also paid. You're gonna get allowance once you're with the training. And also, I think I'm gonna answer this question as well. So they're asking me about um what if you're done with the training? Is it possible that you don't have any client, will Cyberbacker, ditch you or something like that? So guys, you cannot do the training without a client, without being paired with a client, because for every client, we do have different job description. So that's why when you are paired with a client, that's when you're gonna do your training. So your training will be matched on the let's say set of skills that you need for that specific client. Then the next one is, do you offer part-time or full-time? So yes to both. We offer part-time and full-time. So for the part-time, that's 4 hours, I think. 4, 6, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So that's 4 hour 4 hours a day and 20 hours a week for the part time. And most of the time, it's from 9 p.m. up to 1 a.m. or 10 p.m. up to 2 a.m. But of course, for every client, it is different. What are your work hours? So that's what are your work hours. So that's gonna be graveyard shift or US time zone, but may vary depending on your client schedule. Most of the time, that's going to be a graveyard shift, but there are clients who are looking for a day shift position. So if ever, that's going to be a great news for those who would like to do it in a day shift. And we don't have, what do you call this one? Grave night differential here, ha? So don't expect anything. Next, the next question is, do you need to be fluent in English? Um, I I don't really know what is the definition of fluent in English by many people are asking me. Is it like a fluent in a way that you don't have any grammar lapses, that your you should write perfectly or something like that? But um as long as you understand and you can compose yourself and you can express your thoughts, that's okay. So just like what it says here, good command of the English language will do. As long as you can understand, compose sentence while when answering questions and have coherence of thought, that's gonna be all right. So you don't need to have a perfect grammar. And we won't judge you naman if you have like a baroque English because sometimes I do that as well. And I don't consider myself as fluent in English. I can say I do have a good command of the English language, but fluent, I guess not. Because my client is still correcting me for some reasons. So I need to adapt onto that. And then the next one is 60 words per minute typing speed is really required. So it is really not required. I do have a 63 words per minute typing speed, but of course, it is not the sole basis whether or not you are to pass as a cyberbacker. It is just preferred. So preferred means just their preference. But even if you have like let's say 50 words per minute typing speed, I think that's gonna be all right as long as you pass the CBPA in other aspect. And also it depends upon your job role. Because if your job role became like a transcriptionist or an encoder, I think 60 words per minute is a must. But of course, just like what I've said, um, one job description is different from another. Now, do you hire applicants with no experience and fresh graduates? So fortunately, guys, yes, Cyberbacker believes on character over experience. And I am a living proof. Actually, I am not a fresh graduate. I'm still a third year college going on fourth year, but look where I am. I am part of the Cyberbacker and I don't see any problems with that at all. Next one, do you accept applicants who have other work? They may send in their application on Cyberbacker and undergo the hiring process. So you can actually submit your application. But once you finish the final interview, they will ask you to render to your other work because here in Cyberbacker, yeah, we believe that your loyalty should be with your client. So yeah, but I cannot go on to details. That's something that you need to figure out. And how about other jobs available? So you can check Cyberbacker's official social media pages and our website, cyberbacker.ph for more questions. Okay? And next one will be, is it okay to use a mobile phone when working for Cyberbacker? So guys, the answer is no. You're required to use a PC or laptop meeting the minimum requirements with the noise canceling headset and webcam to work at Cyberbacker. Because, yes, that's really important because of the tools that we are using. We cannot use our phones for that. So you really do need to have a laptop or a PC for that. Okay. So I think those are all for my presentation today. So should you have any more questions about initial interviews and frequently asked question, so just message me on my Facebook page. So just like what I've said, guys, please Just like what I've said, use this. This is my personal, not my personal, this is my Facebook page. You can message me there and we can talk about some of your questions. But for now, this is it for the Cyberbacker initial interview tips. So thank you so much, guys, and goodbye. I hope that I see you as a Cyberbacker soon. Bye bye.